Welcome to ATB-TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti. Today we're filming from Windham Park in Ballarat, Kim McCullough's property, where Crackerjack King is standing at Stud Pete, and we've got a mare releve just getting covered as we speak, and Kim also stands Rebel Raider, who's been quite a good son of Reset as well. So we're here today to run through our runners and results. So Pete, let's run back through last week. Who's our first runner?
We go all the way back to Swan Hill last week. Tripped up there and we didn't have the luck we'd hoped. Both horses ran down the track, but they went from running on surfaces at the fairly forgiving to a rock hard good 3, which I find pretty disappointing this time of year. So both finished down the track and both pulled up Jari.
Where do we start? Who?
Artie Sano, and he was the first cab off the rank. He finished 8th.
Yeah, it was a disappointing day. The track was far too hard, so horses travelled 5 hours each way to run on a good 2 and no result. So you can imagine yourself running around on wet tracks and then getting onto a good 2. The rain never comes, so just put a line through Artisano, and our other runner on the day was Revolution, who finished down the track as well. Both horses have come through the run okay. They were a bit proppy for a couple of days, but Darren Weir's stable reported lately that they're both in healthy, and I was really worried Revolutionary had broken down, so because he was pulled up by Dean. But anyway, at the end of the day, we just need to be really careful over the next month about running these horses on rock hard tracks.
Yeah, when you scarify on a track after the first, you're in a bit of trouble, aren't you? The next day we had, not success as such, but 2 good runs. Yogi first, Flemington 4th. Terrific run at that grade.
Well, you know, Yogi went to Flemington to run in that stakes race. I think it was a rated 80, and we threw him in that race just to find out where he's at, Pete, because we had no idea really. We know he's a good progressive horse, but we didn't know how good he was, and I didn't know whether he was going to run a place or whether he was in fact going to run down the track. And at the end of the day, he ran 4th in that race, and it was an outstanding effort. And, you know, Elmandon was outstanding, wasn't he? Like, he looks and should be clear Melbourne Cup favourite. It's going to be very hard to beat. But it was good to see Yogi come from last and run on. And probably just the 6 weeks between runs cost him running second. Just weakened the last little bit. But at the end of the day, he's done a great job. And now the hard part, where we go now.
Programming.
Where, you know, he's only an 80, he went up to an 84. Does he get a run in the Buck Cummings? Does he miss out? If he misses out, what do we do then? So everything's up in the air, and we'll leave it. We're going to wait for Darren Weir to come back with his thoughts, and then we'll sit down and work it out together and hopefully get the right answer.
We've thrown all the races up that are possibilities. Now we just need to build the jigsaw puzzle if we don't go to the Bar Cummings. So
it'd be easy if you went to the Bar Cummings and won and got a start in the Melbourne Cup, or went to the Bar Cummings and ran 3rd and went to the Queen Elizabeth. That would be easy, but I've got a feeling because there's not enough staying races, we're probably going to miss out in the Bar Cummings, and then we're going to have to go through Bendigo or Geelong Cup or somewhere else.
It's an amazing transition, this horse. We were benchmark 64 when we kicked off, 2nd at Bendigo behind Pakadali. You get Elmandon that wins the race, which is last year's Melbourne Cup winner, and he basically had the others covered, you know, given if he had a run in between. So, you know, we've gone from here and we're on the cusp of the best days in Australia.
Well, it's good to have one.
Yeah, lovely. I did say we had 2 that day. I missed it was raining meteor the next day at Kembla Grange. He's been up at Matthew Smith's for about 2 months now, and he was pleasing with his 3rd. It was only 5 runners, but I think he did enough to say that hopefully we can go forward to a 1,200 metre race and he'd be competitive next start. Yeah,
well, first up over 1,000 was always probably going to be too sharp. But he wanted to kick him off there, and I thought he ran well. He hit the line strong and showed that he still wanted to be a racehorse. It was Matthew Williams' doing, sent him up there, because he thought he always got on that Sydney leg and went well there, and he's raced well up there before, so sent him to Matthew Smith to see if we can win a race or 2, and I'd say watching that race the other day, that's going to happen.
I was comfortable in the chair watching it, and I actually got off the chair at the 200. He actually travelled into the race nice, but yeah, they're just a bit slick for him. Winner, next day, Darren. You were very happy when you went to Geelong, and Pressing Matters bobbed right on the line.
Well, I was. He was pre-race vetted, and I thought, gee, I hope they don't take him out, but no, they passed him fit to run. Johnny Allen rode a super race. I can't say much on that. He just rode like a man possessed. Probably rode like a man had been promised to ride on Yogi in his next start.
I did hear a whisper. Someone might have got in his ear.
Which was true, but gee, it makes a difference, doesn't it? Anyway, it was great for that horse to win, and he'd been threatening to do that for a while. And yeah, just really pleased that he won that race. And it's probably his last start for us now because he's got to go to the paddock, and he's probably a little bit limited, so time to move him on. Yeah. If we can.
The following day, the Monday, we didn't know whether we were going to run PK, but we decided to run, and while we didn't get the money, I think we've seen he's got a good amount of ability. He ran second, beaten a length and a half, and got through the wet, which we were sort of debating whether he would or not.
Well, it was an outstanding run, wasn't it? I know it was only up the bush at Casterton, but the way he struck the line there on that short straight, can't wait to get him out further in distance, and can't wait to get him on a little bigger track. And he's got Back Me Next Start written all over him.
Absolutely, and another Super Vogue is 6,200 for running second, so you know it's a nice little.
Super Vogue is a great thing. Isn't it?
Well, there's an extra 2,800 or something jumped in. Speaking of Super Vogue, nearly a big collect yesterday with Archie Alexander and Connery. Wasn't that an exciting debut?
Yeah, well, Archie's been talking this horse up for the best part of 10 months. He was syndicated home on our Christmas party as a young horse, and Archie's talked him up all the way through and finally got him the races yesterday. 1,000 metres at Cranbourne. Not ideal when they jump out in their third last, Pete, and under hard riding on the bend, and I'm thinking,
tight little track. You
know, 5 back defence, we got no hope. But to his credit, when he got clear, he charged the line. A lot of owners were out of their seats, thought he'd won, but I was on the line and I could see he just missed by an inch. And exciting horse, and can't wait to see him at the Valley in a couple of weeks over 1,200.
Paraded well, raced well,
well done to Archie and the team, super effort.
Yeah, the win for Archie's coming soon. It was a good result. On same day, Narracourt, unfortunately, Dasher Maple finished 5th, and the wash-up is that she's pulled up sore. Yeah,
she's probably done, but Paul's done a great job with her in the 2 runs he had her, and you know, got her back into some sort of form, but obviously something's let go there yesterday, and she's pulled up sore, so she'll be retired.
So that covers them. A winner, a couple of good seconds. There's a couple of...
Back Me Next Start.
A couple of next... Yeah, we won't mention them just in case we moz them, but everyone knows who they are. Going forward, tomorrow we've got not our choice of track, but we're going to have to push Astrological around at Geelong over 1,300 in a fillies and mares.
Yeah, the problem is there's no races, and we're going to keep it a Tuesday at Ararat, but she's come up 54 in order, and they only run 12. So she has no hope of getting a run at Ararat, so we've just got to bite the bullet and go to Geelong. Had we have chose to wait to another suitable, then it would have been too long between runs, and she would have needed that run. We're struggling to get in the field now, so we go around at Geelong tomorrow on the synthetic. Not my favourite surface. We've won a few races there. It's probably a better track than Pakenham.
Yeah, I think so. This year,
us,
anyway.
But yeah, not ideal. But look, the 1,300 will suit, and hopefully she can run top 3.
From gate 4, hopefully we can just be a little bit positive, and you know we need to be finishing in the top 4 or 5 to get.
We need to be able to hit the line.
On Saturday we have Clairvaux at Caulfield over 1,800 with Jamie Mott aboard. I see that track's already rated a good 3, so.
Well, there's a bit of rain forecast. We'll need every drop of it.
Yep.
But he's another hard horse to place at this time of year, and you know, now the tracks are going to start drying out on us. It's going to be hard. But anyway, he's in a nice race. Matthew said he's in good form, and he gives him a top 3 chance. Yep.
Well, we'll ride with that at probably odds. We go north to, I think it's Ipswich. Ipswich, where Red Handle, 3rd up. She's got to be a good chance in that 1,200 metre race.
Well, I don't know what price she is. I haven't had a look, but I know last start she come charging home. Like Connery, and she's going to go there, and she's won a couple on that track. Jim Byrne goes back on.
That's a good sign. So
I'm sure she'll be short in the betting, and I'm sure she'll be very hard to beat.
Agree. Sunday, we've got 2 runners at Ballarat. We've got Ransom Money, who will finally kick off, which, touch wood, Darren, if something else happens, that he's in a benchmark 64. We've got Yendel on 1,200 metres. So
well, he's a good horse. He had a very good first prep. And after he won his start, he went shinsaw, didn't he? He had to go to the paddock, which is unusual after a few starts. But I got a lot of time for this horse, and we haven't been able to get him the races for one reason or another. Nothing major, it's just annoying stuff. And look, if he puts his best foot forward at Ballarat, He'll be in the money. I don't know if he'll win first up, because I think Darren Weir's horses they normally need a run, but he'll have him as fit as he can without racing. That's his style, and they get better in their prep. But I'm expecting a positive top 3.
There is a horse in there of Smurden's that has form behind that Merchant Navy.
Oh.
So we're probably going to be running around second or third pick. But yeah, like you said, hitting the line, he's obviously going to be
Start of his prep, Pete. He's got a big prep in front of him, and this horse is city class.
1600 to be his go. Captain Harry, he'll be third up.
Cherry right, won't he?
Maiden over 12. It's a Super Vobis maiden. I haven't had a look
Cherry
at it.
right.
Well, third up.
You'll be tipping him with a moral.
No, I'm Neville. Don't listen to him.
The kiss of death. I thought Lou Richards had passed away, but he's back in Peter Morganti.
Yeah, in his shoes. No, in his shoes, should I say. No, yeah, he's fitness-wise, he's right. 1300 I would have loved to have seen, but
how far is it?
12. It's just hard.
It's a tough 1200 Ballarat.
Yeah, at big straight, so...
Yendall's on.
Gate 2. Both those have got gate 2. Ransom money, him. Box
Yendall's
seat.
worth 2 lengths, isn't he?
Yeah, box seat.
Do you reckon? Is he worth 2 lengths?
He'd tell you he's worth 3.
What
4.
do you think?
Oh, geez, I tell you, hard pressed to get many better, aren't you?
Yeah.
In the bush.
So who's no good?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not.
Nearly got you.
Everyone watches this. I'm not putting anyone on.
You're not bagging any jobs?
No, they're all good. Righto. That's Sunday.
I think that mare's just been covered.
Yeah.
We're not showing it.
No,
Rated R.
rated.
It wasn't pleasant.
Monday is Maui, so we're not going there. Tuesday we'll head to Ararat, where Sar Plain, 2,000 metres.
Looking forward to seeing him over 2,000.
John Allen.
Strong rider.
The enforcer.
The enforcer.
Enforcer.
McDipman.
He'll be thinking everything he's on now before Yogi that he's got to get home, so that's a good thing.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, he looks...
Every race, his last 200 has been great.
Yeah.
It's just been on short straights, small tracks, not far enough. If I'm right in what I think, and they can run on there at Ararat, I reckon he'll win.
Yeah, I'm a bit...
I haven't seen the field.
I'm liking it.
Don't know the barrier. I'm just saying,
they're out.
This horse is a stayer in the making.
They're out tomorrow, so we
I love
don't
his
know.
attitude.
Yeah. Well, and the fact he's been consistent right through, it's just all going to click.
Every start, his last 200 has been super.
Yep. Yeah, field's out tomorrow for that, and then going forward the following day.
Wednesday?
Two horses that...
Flemington.
Yeah, that have been...
Flemington on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
Is that a typo?
What's going on there? I don't know.
Who are we going with?
Craiganair and Mo Shiny Choice, who are both meant to have been running prior, but are a little bit sore at the moment. But they
Both had stone bruises.
Trainers reckon they'll have them up for next Wednesday.
Right.
And I think Mr. Hayes is fairly, well, not happy that he had to miss Saturday, but it looks an ideal race for Craiganair.
Yeah, I wonder if those Sydney owners will bother to get on a plane and come down.
Oh, well, down to Sydney to
They haven't been down.
Tullamarine and
It's
just
disappointing, isn't it? They bred the horse.
headquarters.
They bred Catchy.
Yeah.
And they can't get on the plane.
Catchy and,
But there's a train, you know, if
Craiganair.
they're scared of flying.
well,
Maybe we need to send them a fuel voucher,
you
Pete.
don't get the chance to run at headquarters very often.
Do you think we should send Joy and Sam a fuel voucher?
You reckon?
Well, they just seem to, you know.
Just book them on a flight.
Maybe they owe money down here, Pete, and the collectors are waiting for them.
I know you're getting into a new category now. I don't know.
Anyway, Joy and Sam, you know, you're welcome in Victoria. We'll protect you.
There won't be a big crowd of
And
Flemington.
Roger will be there.
Roger will be there. Roger's having a good run, isn't he?
Roger's been everywhere.
Head on there at Cranbourne again.
Hey?
There, he's the king. He
was
saying
roaring.
Couldn't get a winner 6 months ago. Now he's the king of the show.
He's flying.
Yeah, so,
Funny how you have a run, don't you?
so that's our runners.
And who was the other one? My Shiny Choice.
My Shiny Choice, sorry. Yeah.
Robbie Griffiths had a stone bruise as
was
well.
meant to run today.
Flemington will suit him.
I think so. Yeah.
Good track. He's a good track horse.
Just the kind of horse you need to get balanced up into the straight and then get him going. I don't know the field. We both don't know the field.
ATB with Darren Dance and Gator. I've got Gator next to me
Gator.
by the sounds of that.
Gator.
He's got all the form and balancing
Tip.
up. He
Probably-
sounds like, I don't know who he sounds like.
Tip better than Gator.
Tip better than him. I hope he's not watching.
We better send him a copy of this.
Hey?
Anyway, no.
All right.
So
Well,
they're
that's
both big track horses, I think.
Should get a couple of winners this week. And I've been doing about...
Yeah, there's a couple there.
We're getting a few mares in foal. We're getting a few covered.
Yeah.
We've had a few more foals.
What did you say? 12 on the ground, 14 to go, or something
Yeah,
like that?
we're halfway, and hopefully this week we'll get another 6 mares covered.
Yep. Oh, that's the other.
There's Cracker Jack.
He's white, isn't he?
Righto.
ghost.
Let's go and get some vision of him.
Right. And just before we go, Michelle Payne's Lady McPhee. Got to call them their names now.
Lady Maffey, Condover Hall.
We're at Burren Beat, and
Trialing next week at Ballarat.
we're going to trial again.
Ready to race.
Yeah, we've still got shares available.
Last chance.
Last chance.
Last chance.
Going
All
along
right.
nicely.
We're going to go and get some vision of Crackerjack. Not doing the jump, just walking up the lane.
Pre. With
Or
his
maybe afterwards smoking the scout. Well, I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti at the time-honoured Windham Park. What a beautiful farm. Till next week.
Oh, you haven't finished. You finished? Yeah.
Ridiculous. Big room in there, isn't it? Get out. Was it?
Geez, these good things getting around.
If they work, you go for it. If they work, do it. That's right.
Oh,
Just get them out.
No chance.
You got much inquiry on this horse?
More than last year.
Well, that's good, isn't it? Well, we got 5. So you like the 5 yourself?